again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time I don't want to go too deep into it, because I don't want to bring.
So Tank is kind of it's kind of the same thing maybe, because he's too close to Floyd. Floyd's like, no, I'm the best. I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? Like it don't, like it's up and down. Cause some people will discredit what I've done. Ain't gonna lie.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis recently went on a fiery rant during a live session calling out Floyd Mayweather. Davis claimed that Mayweather wanted him to lose and expressed deep frustration over how certain aspects of his career were handled. He recalled being placed in what he described as a lose-lose situation during his first world title fight, one he believes was designed for him to fail. At just 21 years old, with a record of 16-0, Davis felt set up. But despite the odds, he triumphed. His comments reignited speculation about his long-rumored tension with Mayweather, his former promoter. While Mayweather played a huge role in Davis's early success, Davis seems to believe that not every move Floyd made was in his best interest. This outburst adds more fuel to the fire of their complicated relationship.
What came out still on top?
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
This little situation where he put me in there, make me lose what he thought I was gonna lose. Right?
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're sitting on the show. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting the boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game.
Davis also opened up about one of the darkest periods in his career, revealing that he was pushed into a fight under unfair and stressful conditions. At the time, he was struggling personally and financially, even facing eviction and selling personal items to get by. Despite his hardships, he still looked out for other fighters, teaching them the business side of boxing to spare them from the same struggles. However, Davis now feels betrayed by some of those very people he helped. When asked directly if he believed Mayweather purposely put him in a difficult situation, Davis didn't hesitate. For sure, he said. He hinted that personal issues, possibly involving Mayweather's daughter, may have played a role in the conflict, suggesting that the tension went beyond boxing and business.
It just once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and once you get around, they don't be who they say they is or who they portray to be. Down there, it's a letdown. So you be more so hurt, so it's like, I just go my own way, like I do my own thing and things like that. So that's more so and that's cool. It's just like you just don't vibe with like what they on, and that's I've been in a situation where I was in a lose-lose situation. Now what came out still on top?
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
This situation that he put me in and make me.
Davis also revealed he was paid just $115,000 for his title fight against Jose Pedraza, a shockingly low amount considering the magnitude of the bout. This low payout, according to Davis, was part of a pattern of financial control and mistreatment. Despite that, he still delivered a career-defining win. His revelation sheds light on how young fighters can be underpaid and taken advantage of in the early stages of their careers.
Floyd a cold nigga, man. Tank said he got paid $15,000 to fight Pedraza, and it was for a belt too. Floyd was out here acting like the record labels, man. I hope he ain't still doing this. $15,000, you can't even live half a year off of that. 3 months off.
Boxing legend Shane Mosley shared his perspective on the rift between Davis and Mayweather in a recent interview. Mosley believes the issue stems from Mayweather's reluctance to step back and let Davis shine. He suggested that while Davis is now one of boxing's top stars, Mayweather still wants to be the center of attention, making it hard for him to fully embrace a mentorship role. Mosley said he respects Mayweather and his accomplishments, but emphasized that every great era must come to an end. He questioned whether Floyd is truly ready to help the next generation flourish. When discussing a hypothetical fight between Tank and Floyd at 135 lbis, Mosley gave the edge to Mayweather due to his superior skills, but he acknowledged Tank's knockout power and the historical challenges Floyd has had against southpaws. In the end, Mosley suggested that true greatness involves knowing when to pass the torch.
I don't hate Floyd. I'm happy for Floyd. You know, he's accomplished so much, and he believed in himself to accomplish all these different things, to be great, to dare to be great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of him. I'm proud that brother, you know, went all the way to the top of the mountain and won. But now, Floyd, it's time for somebody else to win. You won. So it's time for the new generation. They're gonna win. But your era, you won. But now there's another era. So can you make somebody else great like you are, or help them be great like you are? That's the issue, right? And maybe that's what Tank is talking about.
Davis has always had the natural tools to be a superstar: power, speed, and skill. While Mayweather played a role in boosting his visibility, it's clear that Tank's rise was due to his own talent. His highlight reel knockouts and ability to fill arenas speak for themselves. Though Mayweather gave him a platform, it was Davis's hard work and consistent performances that truly established him as a top name in boxing. Even after parting ways with Mayweather Promotions, Davis's stardom continues to grow, proving he's more than just a product of Floyd's brand.
Gervonta was destined for superstardom, bro. And yeah, Floyd certainly helped, but Gervonta Davis has the it factor. He's the whole package. Floyd Mayweather saw that, and because of that, Floyd Mayweather signed Gervonta. They brought him up, all of that. Not, Gervonta just happened to be under Mayweather, because we saw those people who don't necessarily have the mouth or the appeal that Tank has. Example, Richardson Hitchens, and a lot of other guys that, according to what was Richard Hitchens' coach's name that we had on? Lenny. He said he saw with his own eyes. They had talent on the shelf. So yeah, they brought Tank Davis up, but Tank did a lot of that on his own, dog. He is
Mayweather has emphasized the financial gap between Davis and other fighters like Devin Haney, stating that Davis earns more despite Haney holding multiple titles. Floyd has encouraged fighters to focus on big money bouts rather than just collecting belts, a strategy that mirrors his own career. He's credited his promotional approach for Davis's financial success, but this also fuels the belief that Tank's fame is heavily tied to Mayweather's influence, something that has reportedly created tension between them.
And I seen the Lomachenko and Devin Haney for the undisputed title. You know, that was a good fight. I'm very, very glad that Devin Haney was victorious. Me and Devin sat down, you know, for us to come together and make a relationship happen. I don't want to knock championship belts because they are important. I could tell him, you could win 2 world titles but make $250 million. Or you can win 20 world titles and make $10 million. Then when you look at Ryan and Tank, they made great money. We could have been did this, and that could have been him in the fight with Ryan Garcia.
Tank Davis's split from Mayweather Promotions stemmed from several factors, but a key one was a growing sense of betrayal. Though some believed he could have stayed and demanded more control, Davis felt that continuing under Floyd's banner wasn't in his best interest. He became increasingly frustrated with how his career was being managed, feeling underpaid and sidelined. Additionally, he felt that Floyd was more concerned with maintaining his own relevance than supporting Davis's rise. Personal issues further strained the relationship. Tank's departure marked a turning point as he took full control of his career and proved he could thrive independently.
You know, so I don't want Tank to necessarily leave Mayweather. I think he's in this position because of everything that Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe have done for him. So I do want him to do what he is saying. Take control of your career. Say that you want Shakur and actually fight Shakur. Say that you want Devin and actually fight Devin. You know, fight these guys. Don't keep making new names. Like, you gave Barrios a chance. You gave Isaac a chance. Like, you know, Gamboa. Like, those aren't the fights that...
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult believes Tank Davis has the potential to surpass Floyd Mayweather's legacy. With a mix of power, skill, and charisma, Davis has all the tools to become even greater, if he stays focused and makes the right moves. Showbiz stressed the importance of adopting Mayweather's disciplined mindset to reach that level. Despite his impressive resume, Davis has voiced frustration over a lack of recognition, saying that critics often downplay his achievements and attribute his success to outside influences. Davis remains unfazed, committed to letting his record and performances do the talking.
You want your legacy to be, if you care. Because some interviews I see you say like, yeah, I don't care about this, I don't care about that. Where you stand on that?
It just like, it's so up and down in the sport. Which, when I say up and down in sport, it's like a lot of people don't know, but it been 3 and 4 people in my weight class that been undisputed type of thing, and they held it for like only a couple months. I beat Ryan. Ryan beat Devin. Devin was undisputed. You get what I'm saying? Like it don't, like it's up and down. Cause some people are discredit what I've done. Ain't gonna lie. My influence, my everything in the sport, just that alone. Even coming from where I come from is
right.
Like, you feel me? I feel like I'm already up there with whoever, like Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Davis firmly believes he's already reached the level of boxing's all-time greats, but isn't getting the recognition he deserves. Even after proving himself against top-tier opponents, he feels his legacy is being overlooked. Still, Davis remains focused, knowing that true greatness is defined in the ring, not in public perception.
All them people.
Tank Davis has stated that he has reached the same level as some of boxing's greatest fighters, yet he has not received the credit he deserves. He believes his accomplishments, skill set, and dominance in the ring place him among the best, but many continue to overlook his achievements. Despite proving himself against elite competition, Tank feels that recognition has been withheld. However, he remains focused on his career, determined to solidify his legacy through his performances, knowing that true greatness is ultimately defined by success in the ring rather than public perception.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was, that's what I was told at the time.
That wraps it up for today's video. Stay tuned for more. Until next time,